going?
It is going.
So today was a great day. Mike planned it out really well. We started out with originally like a 60-mile day.
Turned into a 95-mile.
Turned into it probably a century. We'll just call it a century. Over Sierra Nevadas, back up and down, and then eventually to Lake Tahoe. This took me 12 hours. My butt's sore. That's a side effect of eating food. It happens. What else? My derailleurs need to be fixed so I can use the back to second, third gear. That would be nice.
Also, check out these crazy colored. Yeah, look at this.
It's green.
He was very easy to spot.
Look, I match. See?
Matching.
They're both colors.
Allie's going to love that.
That was just for you, Allie.
Mm-hmm.
What else? I feel like my face has lost weight during today from not eating enough. I'm pretty sure it lost like a pound. Just in my face. My knees are tired. My muscles are sore. My neck is pretty tight. Traps. My butt needs some ShamWow butter.
Should I?
Hey. Yeah, so today was pretty much the eternal climb that lasted for forever until you got down, and then you got to do all of that elevation all over again when you went down into the valley. And that actually happened multiple times. So, what was it? Pachella was thinking maybe around 10,000 feet total climbed, just because of doing things over and over. I mean, we went from an initial, like, maybe 2,000, 2,500, up to 8,000 at one point. And
8,500 Carson stats.
yeah, so it was, that was fun. I got a little bit lost at one point. I came out of the El Dorado State Forest and hooked up with 88, and I knew that I was supposed to go onto that road, but it was kind of apparent because it teed. But I was pretty sure I was supposed to continue going uphill, but I wasn't entirely positive, and I didn't have the directions, and I had no cell service. So it took me about 45 minutes to flag somebody down to ask them which direction was to Lake Tahoe. Once I did that, I was fine, and I went on my merry way, but then it started getting cold, and I was really hungry because I ran out of food. I ate an entire bag of beef jerky and trail mix and 4 granola bars. So I ran out of water, and I ran out of food, and I made it to Kirkwood. And I went to the inn/restaurant tavern thing, and I got a bunch of really, really good food, and then I texted Shelly, and she came and got me because it was getting cold and I still had like 20-some miles to go, and it was going to be dark in like 45 minutes.
Probably
so,
more than 20 also.
Yeah, it was. I think it was more like 25 or 30. But yeah, so other than that, things are good. I also am really sore.
So the moral of the story is Sierra Nevada kicks butt.
Yeah, Sierra Nevada, keep it to like 50 or 60 miles. That's doable.
Maybe you shouldn't do a century on the mountains on day 3 of riding your bike. Ever.
That too.
Maybe learn to descend before there's really big hills and stuff. And then just like, oh my gosh.
Oh, make sure you miss potholes when you're going close to 50 miles per hour. Because I definitely had one, and I was afraid my tire would kaboom.
There was one point, my first big hill.
I was going on, I think it was because I was grabbing the brakes and my arms were out, and the bike went, and I was like, ah!
I got caught in a whole bunch of wind turbulence at one point, and I was also braking a little bit too heavy on the front wheel, and the front wheel started going, I was like,
Maybe
stop doing that.
That's why.
Yeah, make sure you grip probably about, I don't know, what would you say, maybe 2/3 as much, like more, I don't know, like 2/3 on the rear and 1/3 on the front, or something like that. It's kind of the opposite of a motorcycle. So.
Anything to add, Mike?
That was epic.
Yeah?
Yeah,
You feeling pretty good?
definitely. That one road through the state forest, that's probably the most beautiful stretch of road
Yeah,
I've ridden on.
very, very
There's
pretty.
just no cars, like beautiful.
Oh,
Is there a
yeah.
few redwoods and wild?
Yeah, it
I
was-
thought I saw some.
It was the El Dorado
Wildflowers.
State Forest or National Forest or something. There were like wildflowers everywhere,
Yeah, it's
ginormous pine trees.
What street was that? Is that?
Yeah, that was
Ranch or-
that was the Ohm Ranch.
Ohm
Road.
Ranch.
Okay. So, and then we got burritos because none of us could eat rice and tuna again. And it's
Shelly.
only day 3.
Shelly, we've eaten rice and tuna once.
And I could have very much eaten it. I just didn't want to make it. Because that would take time.
It was delicious though.
Yeah, with that
burrito.
smirk on your face. Oh, Shelly, we didn't get
I
you
don't know what
today.
he's talking about.
Shelly,
We have to get you all of your education.
is it recording? It's recording.
Hi.
Sorry.
What have you done today?
I stayed at the church that we stayed in last night, and I tried to find us places to stay. We may be staying in a high school soon. And then I went to Walmart. Apparently Walmarts look the same everywhere, and they're laid out pretty much the same too. Very interesting.
Can you say franchise?
Yeah. And I got a sleeping mat for Mike. And I got all of my expensive equipment cases to go in so I don't destroy them. And I got a belt because I forgot mine and my pants have been slowly but surely getting too loose.
Uh-oh!
Exactly. So, and that's all I did today. Oh, and then I got here and I got the key from the very nice guy and I unlocked the place and then I get a text from Jesse just about when Mike's rolling in. So we went and picked him up.
Cool.
Although seeing you on the side of the highway, we rolled down the window and we're like, Mike, are you still alive? And he still had 10 miles to go. He was like, where is it? But I can't believe how much energy these guys have, so Mike's kind of crazy.
Which one?
Which one do you think?
I don't know.